Yo, what is going on, everybody? UFC 324 just happened yesterday. I wanted to make a video on it, but I was really tired and wanted to go to sleep. But let's get right into it. Starting off with the main card opener of Adam Fugit and Ty Miller. I chose Ty Miller to win this fight, and he won this fight by using his long range boxing, staying on the outside. He stayed on Adam Fugit consistently, good combos. He has really good long range, and from what I believe I heard, he's a Golden Gloves winner, which is a boxing kind of association. And yeah, he looked really good this fight. Dropped Adam Fugit twice. He got hit by a spinning elbow, but he looked clean and defensively wise. Really good footwork from Ty Miller too. And yeah, Ty Miller gets his first win in the UFC, makes him have a 7-0 record. Good stuff. Moving on. Josh Hockett ran right through Denzel Freeman like I thought he would. Denzel Freeman did not want to be there again. He threw 0 strikes this time, as you can see right here. Literally 0 strikes thrown by him. He did not want to be there against Josh Hockett. And Josh Hockett, the second this fight started, stayed on Denzel Freeman. The takedown, Denzel Freeman, to give Denzel Freeman some credit, he stayed defensively wise and stayed with the grappling good earlier on. He was rolling around good with Josh Hockett at first, defensively defending up, defensively defending, actively defending all the positions Josh Hockett was putting him in. And yeah, I think he actually gassed out from that because Josh Hockett stayed on him, hit him with a few good shots, and Denzel Freeman kind of quit by getting thrown the middle finger at. He saw that middle finger and he quit from that. So Denzel Freeman may be cut from the UFC if he loses another one, honestly. But Josh Hockett goes 8-0 like I thought he would. And yeah, good stuff for him in the future. Fun heavyweight contender. Moving on to the first card, or the first prediction I got wrong. Charles Johnson versus Alex Perez. Charles Johnson, you are cooked. This guy beats all these prospects, but the second he fights somebody ranked above him, or ranked, he just loses. And this time was a bad one because Alex Perez landed some really good hooks on him, wobbled Johnson dropped Johnson actually first, and Johnson was on wobbly legs, and staying back on the defensive ever since that hook. And Alex Perez kind of just ate at him with more hooks and found some more shots. And I believe it was a knee Charles Johnson went for, and Alex Perez hit him with a crazy left hook that dropped him on his face again, and the ref stopped it. Moving on to another fight I got wrong. Nikita Krylov finishes Modestas Bukauskas in round 3 with 3 seconds to go. Crazy fight. Modestas Bukauskas, what an absolute dud, guys. Like, such shit fight IQ. He threw the same combo, a 1 and a looping overhand, trying to get Krylov out of there, but Krylov was using good footwork, had some really good shot selection, and stayed on the outside of Modestas Bukauskas, where he shouldn't have been, because Modestas Bukauskas should have been working in the boxing range of Krylov. But hey, that's what happens. Krylov, welcome back to the winning column, I guess. Moving on to Atiba Gaethje versus Andrei Pulayev. Pulayev actually did pretty good, man. I don't think he's like that crazy good of a fighter. Atiba Gaethje just didn't have the fight IQ that he needed. He definitely won this fight. But he essentially just followed Pulayev throughout the whole fight, hitting him with harder shots. And Pulayev was doing really good staying on the outside, using that left kick, using that hook. And yeah, he had Atiba Gaethje following him instead of cutting him off, and that's what you had to do. So good for Atiba. Proved he can go all 3 rounds and not get absolutely fraud checked, but he got struck. And there's still questions about the grappling, so I'd love to see that grappling. Moving on, though, to another fight I got right. Deiveson Figueiredo did not want to be there against Umar Nurmagomedov, and I say that because Umar Nurmagomedov really just had his way most of throughout 90% of this fight. He stayed on the pressure. He used his kicks very well. Deiveson Figueiredo in round 2 started throwing the right hand, but that was really about it. And that was in the last 20 seconds also, so I don't think that even won him a round. And yeah, Umar Nurmagomedov looked pretty good this fight. Was kind of boring, but that wasn't on him this time around. And yeah, maybe a title shot for him next. I personally wouldn't give it to him. I wouldn't even give it to O'Malley either, but because I have better fights for both of them. but I'll talk about that in a different video. Moving on to the main card opener, which was a crazy good fight of Arnold Allen and Gene Silva. This fight was good, close fight. I thought Arnold Allen won the first round and John Silva won the second two rounds. He won the second and third round just by landing the harder shots and more frequent combos. Arnold Allen, and what a dog fight this guy always has. I was glad that this fight didn't see a finish, and really glad this fight went all 3 rounds. John Silva like jumped off the bat. He leapfrogged at Arnold Allen at the end of the fight too, which was just funny. Stupid but funny. And yeah, good comeback win for John Silva. I don't know why he's talking like he's gonna get a title shot. You just beat the number 6 ranked contender, and it's your first win. Well, it's not your first win, but it's your first win back in the win column. So, good fight, good future for both men. Moving on to Natalia Silva and Rose Namajunas. This fight was also close, but I had Natalia Silva winning rounds 1 and 3. The takedown in round 2 definitely sealed round 2 for Rose, though. And I feel like Rose actually used her footwork a lot better than I thought she would, and Natalia Silva just fainted a little bit too much, but she earned herself a title shot. She came in here short notice, and yeah, I believe that makes it I forget how much wins in a row that is for her, but that's like at least 8 wins in a row, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 7 wins in a row. Moving on. Tawado Cortez Acosta versus Derek Lewis. Wow. Derek Lewis absolutely did not he did not fight well against Tawado Cortez Acosta. He threw 8 strikes in total. That's crazy, man. Throwing 8 strikes. Oh, sorry, he didn't throw 8 strikes. He landed 8 strikes. Tawado Cortez Acosta used his footwork very well, like I believed he would. He stayed on the outside. It seemed Derek Lewis was gassed by the first 20 seconds of just walking around, honestly. And I don't know if anybody else heard this on the US commentary, but there was loud ass breathing during this fight. Like somebody was Darth Vader maxing. And I genuinely thought it was Derek Lewis for a second. Then I thought it was my friend's dog. Then everybody else heard it. And then we all kind of just were wondering who it was on commentary. So, heavy favorite is obviously DC. Dude was probably eating, and that was his nose inhaling and exhaling. I'm kidding. Anyway, Waldo Cortez Acosta finds like a very weird shot while Derek's coming in. It didn't look like it hit Derek very hard, but Derek kind of gave up after getting hit by it. Falls flat on his back and just gets ground and pound mogged by Waldo Cortez Acosta, who called out Curtis Blades, which is a great call out, by the way. Moving on to the co-main event of Sean O'Malley and Song Yadong. This fight was correctly scored, so suck a chode, whoever is saying Song Yadong got robbed. Sean O'Malley absolutely mogged him in the first and third rounds. I don't see how getting a takedown at the end of round 1, having absolutely zero essential or effective grappling. It was the word I'm looking for. He had 0 effective grappling, and it was 18 seconds left, and Sean O'Malley had a guillotine for like 9 of those seconds, and then the other 8 seconds was just Yadong on top with nothing to offer, maybe even a little body shot. And then round 2, Song Yadong does very good at using his hooks to set up the takedown, and does get a good takedown. O'Malley, I would love to see O'Malley fight to get up more, rather than just go for a submission and then kind of wait to be put up by the refs. But he actually found his way back up and was able to have an effective round, but I still thought Song Yadong won round 2. And then round 3 was definitely all just Sean O'Malley's. Yadong did not land anything important, didn't throw anything important, didn't even shoot takedowns, I can't remember. Maybe he did, but O'Malley was just a lot faster to just stuff at this time. And yeah, O'Malley stays with him, does very good flowing with the footwork, hits some good shots, hits a good knee on Song Yadong too. And yeah, he beats Song Yadong, wins rounds 1 and 3. Gets his first win since, had it been since 2023? Yeah, gets his first win since 2023. And yeah, good for Sean O'Malley. Welcome back to the win column, buddy. Moving on to the main event, a glorified bar fight, just the title on the line. Justin Gaethje beats the absolute shit out of Paddy Pimblett for 4 of the rounds. Paddy Pimblett wins round 3, but Justin Gaethje landed the harder shots, drops him 2 or 3 times in this fight. Once in the first round, very badly with an uppercut against the fence. I thought Paddy Pimblett was out. Man, Paddy Pimblett's chin was insane. He was definitely right. Scousers do not get knocked out because he was eating some hard shots this fight. Good combos by Gaethje. This is, like I mentioned, this is the least technical fight I think I've seen. Sorry, least technical title fight I think I've seen in years. Honestly, I can't even think of a fight that looked as kind of sloppy as this one. But this was a very fun fight, man. Very chaotic fight. And round 2, it really set into me though that like the winner of this fight has to get slimed out cold by Ilia Topuria. So like, kind of what's the point of this? Especially because I realized that's what I truly realized. Wow, both these guys would get creamed by Topuria in like a minute or 2. Maybe not Paddy. Maybe Paddy would survive until like round 2. But Gaethje, I'm scared for you, brother. I have one wish. And that's for Justin Gaethje to somehow get the fluke over Ilia Topuria. It's not gonna happen, but man, that'd be insane. Well, this card was actually pretty good, guys. I felt good watching UFC for the first time in 6 weeks, and it feels great knowing we have another pay-per-view literally next weekend. And yeah, I'm gonna get to those predictions very soon. I think I'm gonna get that video out by Wednesday or Thursday. And yeah, I'm excited. And man, I just can't wait to talk about UFC again, man. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I have a matchmaking video coming out later this week about who these guys should all fight next. Some of these winners are kind of obvious, or some of these fights to make are kind of obvious, but some of them are kind of more open-ended, and I will be matchmaking to the best of my ability. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.